Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review Godzilla King of the Monsters. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Finally, it's here. Godzilla King of the Monsters. I have been looking forward to this for a better part of a year. This was my third most anticipated movie of 2019. I couldn't wait to get a hold of it because, you know, as much as I love science fiction and, you know, like Lord of the Rings type stuff and fantasy and comic book films are all like amazing to me, I also have a huge love for giant monster movies. I mean, I've seen every Toho Godzilla film. I even own the Criterion edition of the very first one. It's, you know, just to me, Godzilla is part of my life. It's part. I mean, I just love anything giant monster related, and you know, as much problems as the 1998 version had, at the end of the day, it was still a fun movie. So I could find pretty much anything to like in a giant monster movie. You really have to screw it up, Pacific Rim Uprising, for me not to really enjoy the movie. But yeah, so directed by Michael Dougherty, is a continuation of Gareth Edwards' 2014, also existing in the same universe as Kong Skull Island. So, how does Godzilla King of the Monsters stack up? Considering my own personal hype for it, I feel it was good. It teetered on great, in my opinion, in several moments. But I did have a couple issues with the film. Believe it or not, it's not the usual stuff that you've been hearing with reviews like, oh, the humans are wasted or that kind of thing. In fact, the human cast was fine. They had a job. You have to kind of, you know, rally around and support the giant monsters fighting on screen. Where I feel the movie kind of loses a little bit are those giant monster fights. We do get them, and we do have we have a plot, you know, by our main characters to resurrect all the Titans they can to bring balance back to the world, because you know, the one character played by Vera Farmiga, you know, feels that, you know, the balance must be maintained as far as that goes. So resurrecting the, you know, Titans is how they go about to do that. My problem with that is I don't feel that choreography-wise, the monster fights are all that terribly interesting. I would say the last one in particular, I felt was the best one. But I think the fights leading up to it were very short. They didn't really provide much stakes as far as what was happening on screen. And we have all these monsters running around, but only maybe about 4 total kind of get in the mix. But there's alluded to and, you know, referenced several others, and we see them on screen. I feel for a 2-hour and 12-minute movie, I think those fights could have been a little bit more. There's a lull in the middle of the film towards the climax that I feel could have been shortened about 10 minutes. That's just my personal opinion. It started kind of dragging on a little bit too much of the humans. But once I would say that final fight, the battle scene was very good. It was actually one of the best ones I've seen recently. But yeah, as far as, you know, as I said, giant monsters go, they're all designed really well. I didn't feel anything was too CGI, and of course they use that age-old trick of darkening up, you know, making everything dark and to hide the CGI. And I feel that's kind of a crutch that we're in 2019 and that's still a thing. I can understand back in '98 when they made Godzilla '98, that was a thing because of CGI being relatively new, but almost 20 years later, we should have kind of gotten past that. So I feel the overall fight choreography was definitely the weakest aspect of the film. If you want to look how a good fight choreography is, look at the original Pacific Rim. I would say, as much as I dislike the dark scenes, they make up for that by having an interesting fights, and the surrounding areas like Tokyo are just, they look beautifully lit in the background. Here it's just lightning and occasional other aspects, but everything seems very dark. But you know, despite it all, I did really enjoy the movie. I think that my own hype sometimes gets in the way of things. Like when I saw Avengers Endgame, I was perfectly satisfied. I was confident in giving that the high score I gave it. This one, I had an equal amount of hype because I am a lover of giant monster films, as I mentioned. And I feel that it just came up short a little bit. I still really enjoyed it though. I'm going to give the movie an 8 out of 10. I think just kind of changing the fight choreography of the monsters, making it a little more interesting, but I will say there's a great effect with Godzilla at the end that was pretty badass. I did enjoy that a lot, but I think the fights leading up to that, and not so much interesting. But that's just my opinion. But let me know in the comments if you had a chance to see Godzilla King of the Monsters. And in case you're wondering, there is a post-credits scene. They also reference Kong Skull Island several times in the film. So yeah, we have more to look forward to with next year, Godzilla versus Kong. I can't wait for it. I'm hoping that one, you know, was a little better fight-wise, but I'm very optimistic. I'm hoping we get a good movie out of it. So let me know in the comments if you had a chance to check it out. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.